My name is April Brown, and I am a costume designer for film, television, and theater. I first became interested in costume design when I was 9 years old. I had been drawing before then. As a young child, I would love to read books and draw the characters as I saw them. But when I was 9 years old, I was watching a movie and the film credits came up and I saw where it said costume designer and then a person's name, and I thought, well, that would be a very interesting job, and so I started researching more about it and pursued it from there.
I know April because I met her at the Lost Colony in Manteo, North Carolina, where we worked on a show together. She was a costumer and wardrobe, and I was an actor. I was a battle Indian. I ran around on stage every night half naked and killed a bunch of white people.
My favorite costume that I've designed so far has been Simon Fernandez for Simon's Pirate Adventure at the Lost Colony. I love the idea of being able to use your imagination to create something that is something beyond what people have seen. When I'm designing for a show, I like to, first of all, read the script just for the pleasure of reading it, so that I'm not inhibited by anything, any thoughts that I have in my head about the show itself. And then as I go along, I read it multiple times so that I can get the feel of what the writer of this play or a short film has in mind for their characters and how they really see their characters. And during this, I like to do a lot of sketch work, and also I talk with the director constantly and discuss the different ways they see their characters and what concepts they may have.
Without the costume designer, well, you would either have naked actors or they would wear their own clothes, and it would look really anachronistic. They work very closely with the director to achieve the whole setting and the feel of the show, because without them, you're not going to be able to be put into the world of the production. And that's very important, because if you don't believe that you're in the world and they're just wearing blue jeans or something and it's supposed to be Elizabethan England, then, well, there's a problem. Her work is unique because she works really well with the actors in mind. First and foremost, she thinks about the show as a whole and how the actors are going to have to relate to their costumes and what they're going to have to do with their costumes. The
most beneficial experience so far has been designing the costumes for a short film called Civil. So it was my first ever film. I got to meet a lot of amazing people who have led me in the direction that I've been going so far and helped me to network with other designers and also other directors, and it's been a great experience. Working on Civil was an experience that allowed me to see what it's like with firsthand experience and to be on my own as a costume designer and to have that trial by fire that's very important for every artist to go through at some point in their career, and I got to do that early on. My favorite thing about costume design is putting the costume on the actor and seeing their reaction. I love that moment when they first put on the costume and instantly they know their character completely through and through.
As an actor, whenever I'm rehearsing a show, it changes a lot once you get costumes on, because it changes the way you physically feel, and that always affects how you perform outwardly and inwardly.
What I hope to do in the future with costume design is to work with feature films. I want to move on. I would love to always work in theater and do different theater work throughout the years, but I want to focus on film work and television and focus in that area.
She's a very determined person. She's very goal-oriented, and I know that she will persist and persevere to to attain her goal, to attain the end that she wants to come to.
The advice that I would give an aspiring costume designer would be to never give up and to keep going for your dream, because you will come across opposition no matter where you are with design, and there will always be negativity, but always to keep going if this is your dream.